Check one, two. Check one, two. Check, check, check one, two. Check one, two. Check, check. Check one, two. Check one, two.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we will begin momentarily, so please make your way to your seats at this time. We are going to be beginning momentarily, so please make your way to your seats.
Good afternoon and welcome to the commencement exercises for the graduating class of 2026. Please rise if you are able as we salute the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing while we enjoy the national anthem and lift every voice and sing, performed by Anderson de Leon Crisostomo and Joseph Rodriguez Diaz.
Okay, I'll give you 6 for this one. 6.
Everyone, please be seated. Thank you, Anderson and Joseph. That was wonderful. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce our first guest, the Honorable Mayor, Jared Nicholson.
Good afternoon. I am honored to be joined here by some of my colleagues on the Lynn School Committee, Brenda Ortiz McGrath, School Committee member Lenny Pena, School Committee member Lorraine Gately, Councilor at Large Nicole McLean, Ward 4 Councilor Natasha Mejumadri, Ward 5 Councilor Cardelise Paez, representing Senator Brendan Crichton Amari Gaston. Thank you all for being here, and on behalf of the City of Lynn, congratulations to the Lynn Vocational Technical Institute class of 2026. Felicidades a la clase de Lynn Tech 2026. I want to take a minute to thank your family, your parents, your caregivers, your supporters. Thank you all so much for what you've done to help these folks get here today. Thank you to the Lynn Tech family, Principal Gallo, your faculty, all the staff, everybody involved, your coaches, mentors, teachers. Congratulations. We are so proud that you have obtained this diploma and a fine technical vocational education right here in the city's own vocational school, which we're very fortunate to have. Education is about the experience of learning. It's about the relationships that you make. It's also a preparation. And in order to consider a preparation, you need to think about what skills and knowledge you would need in the future. That's a prediction. Predictions are really hard. Predictions about the future. They're very rarely entirely right. And there was a time in the zeitgeist in education of thinking that predictions about technical skills were so hard about what folks might need in the future that people really questioned vocational education itself, and there was a disinvestment in vocational programming. But thanks to a lot of great folks here in this community, people have continued to fight for vocational education. We've had a great vocational school that's continued to grow. And some of the fears about how quickly jobs and the economy changes, come to find out it's not just the technical skills that we're talking about, it's really all types of knowledge. And vocational education, by teaching you all to learn how to learn, just the process of deciding to go to a vocational school, the process of deciding which shop you might want to take, what co-op is the right fit for you. Those experiences that you have obtained here at LVTI are lessons that you will carry with you that I think makes you uniquely prepared for the world ahead. We're so glad that you are bringing that to our city and on behalf of the city to the entire world. And most importantly, we're proud of the ability to share this moment with you today and what this means for your high school diploma. On behalf of the city of Lynn, congratulations.
Thank you, Mayor Nicholson. It is my pleasure to now introduce the Interim Superintendent of Lynn Public Schools, Dr. Molly Cohen.
Good afternoon, Tigers. Are we excited to be here with you today? We celebrate something powerful. You didn't just learn academics, but you polished your vocational skills by building, creating, innovating, and proving what you can do. In Lynn Public Schools, we believe in preparing students not just academically, but vocationally and socially for real opportunities in the real world. And you have done exactly that. You leave here with something incredibly valuable: real skills, real experience, and real confidence. To our families, industry partners, and educators, thank you. You help create opportunities that connect learning to life and classrooms to careers. Graduates, you are entering a world that values not just what you know, but how you think, how you solve problems, and how you keep going when things don't go as planned. I'd like to share a personal story. My husband came to this country in his 30s. His English was still developing, his accent was strong, but his skills as a computer engineer were exceptional. Several years ago, he reached the final round of a competitive interview at Nokia. He needed to answer just one question correctly to secure the job, and he got it wrong. Most people would have walked away. Instead, he stayed and asked the interviewer to teach him where he went wrong. The interviewer explained the problem, and my husband left. 2 days later, he received a call from that senior leader of that company, and that leader said, "We can teach language, we can teach technical skills, but we cannot teach curiosity, and we cannot teach the desire to learn, even when there is no reward." They offered him the job. That is what set him apart, and that is what sets you apart. Not just what you know, but how you respond when you don't know. Stay curious, keep improving your craft, take pride in your work, because failure is not the end, it is just the first attempt in learning. So go forward, keep building, creating, and proving just not what you can do, but who you are. Proud Tigers. Congratulations. Buenas tardes, Tigres. Hoy celebramos algo poderoso. Ustedes no solo aprendieron, ustedes construyeron, crearon, innovaron y demostraron lo que pueden hacer. En las escuelas públicas de Lynn creemos en preparar a los estudiantes no solo académicamente, sino también para el trabajo y para la vida real. Y ustedes lo han logrado. Salen de aquí con algo muy valioso, habilidades reales, experiencia real y confianza real. A nuestras familias, socios de la industria y educadores, gracias. Ustedes ayudaron a crear oportunidades que conecten el aprendizaje con el mundo real. Graduados, el mundo no solo valora lo que saben, valora cómo piensan, cómo resuelven problemas y cómo siguen adelante cuando algo no sale bien. Quiero compartir una historia personal. Mi esposo llegó a este país en sus 30 años. Su inglés no era fuerte y tenía un acento muy marcado, pero tenía mucho talento como ingeniero. Hace algunos años llegó a la última etapa de una entrevista muy competitiva con la compañía Nokia. Solo necesitaba contestar bien una pregunta para conseguir el trabajo y se equivocó. La mayoría se habría ido, pero él decidió quedarse y pedir que le explicaran en qué se había equivocado. El entrevistador le explicó y él se fue. 2 días después lo llamaron y le dijeron, podemos enseñar el idioma, podemos enseñar habilidades técnicas, pero no podemos enseñar las ganas de aprender, incluso cuando no hay recompensa. Y le ofrecieron el trabajo. Eso fue lo que lo hizo diferente. Y eso es lo que ustedes pueden hacer distinto también. No solo lo que saben, sino cómo reaccionan cuando no saben. Sigan mejorando su oficio. Siéntense orgullosos de su trabajo. El fracaso no es el final, es el primer intento de aprender. Así que siguen construyendo, creando y demostrando quiénes son. Tigres orgullosos. Felicidades.
Thank you, Dr. Cohen. In recognition of your first year as superintendent, we would like to present you with this token of our appreciation. At this time, I would like to recognize some of our other invited guests. Welcome Deputy Superintendents Lori Gallivan, Ellen Fritz, and Julie Loof. I'd like to ask all members of the school committee, as well as members of the city's delegation, counselors, and state representatives to please rise to be acknowledged. At this time, I would like to ask all of the Lynn Tech administrators and staff to please rise. We would like to sincerely thank you for all of the support and guidance you provided to our graduating class. Okay. On behalf of the class of 2026, it is my honor to welcome and thank all of our guests for joining us today for this wonderful occasion.
As we continue with today's commencement exercises, I am pleased and honored to introduce our Principal Director, Mr. Fred Gallo.
Good afternoon. On behalf of Lynn Tech staff, I would like to welcome you to our graduation for this class of 2026. Families and friends, it has been our joy to work alongside you to bring these students to this milestone in their lives. This achievement comes from more than just their hard work, which we know they had a lot, but this success is done in the partnership we have as educators with you as families and friends, along with our city officials, along with our employers, and so many more who are involved in getting these students here. Class of 2026, I'd like to reflect on the time you spent with us. Let us think back to this time you prepared for your careers. You have prepared and are ready to go straight out into your trade. Others are prepared to pursue higher education in a number of colleges and universities in trade schools. And some have chosen to serve our country through our armed forces. I want to reassure you that you are leaving Lynn Tech with the skills necessary to continue your journey as you pursue success. Your skills are not only specific to your trades, but you have also learned many employability skills that will serve you well regardless of where your journey leads. As you head out on your careers into your colleges, you do not have all the skills you need, though. But our hope is that we have laid the foundation for you to become lifelong learners in your pursuit of excellence. Your graduation is the start of the next exciting phase of your life. Wherever this life takes you, I want to wish you success. But success isn't something you achieve in the future. Rather, success is a process that you go through as you travel through life. Remember this, growth not only occurs during those easy times when everything seems to be going your way, but true growth comes from navigating those difficult times in life. As you go through those difficult times, be confident of this. Those struggles are part of your learning process, which will allow you to emerge on the other side both stronger and wiser. It has been my privilege to serve as your principal throughout your journey at Lynn Tech. We are proud of who you are and who you will become. Now, go out and do your part to make this world a better place. Always be part of the solution. Now, we have our speaker, Mr. Ridley, one of my mentors, was the first LVTI principal to utter these words, which has become a reminder of who we are to our school. LVTI graduates, remember, you have a trade, you have it made. Congratulations to the class of 2026.
Thank you, Mr. Gallo. As you prepare to retire, we would like to formally thank you for your 35 years of service. We know that you have been instrumental in the lives of so many students. Please accept this token of our appreciation. On behalf of the class of 2026 and the rest of your Lynn Tech family, congratulations on your well-deserved retirement.
Thank you. And I wasn't going to say anything, but I am, because you all know me. But, you know, they always said, you know, like Confucius said, if you love your job, you'll never work a day in your life. Well, I've never worked because I love this job. I love these students. It's been the honor and pleasure of my life to serve this school for 36 years, including the last 5 years as principal. Again, thank you.
It is my privilege to introduce our first student speaker, the salutatorian of the class of 2026, who will deliver the welcoming address, Alex Xavier Saldana.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am honored to be speaking in front of all of you today. Today is one of the biggest turning points in our lives, the day we move on to our next chapter. Whether you're going to attend college, pursue your trade, or going to serve in the United States Armed Forces, this is the point where we all step into the real world. As I stand before you, I am flooded with memories. I remember the first open house freshman year when my English teacher, Mr. Barrasso, said to my mother, "I wouldn't be surprised if your son graduated as valedictorian." Here I am today speaking to you all. Mom, Mr. Barrasso, I'm sorry to let you down. I'm not valedictorian, but I came pretty close. I wasn't gonna stay up until 3 a.m. doing homework every day. I'll read that to Fong. Fong, between the AP courses, extracurricular activities, classes over the summer, and especially those pre-college courses, it was a tough battle. I'm officially waving the white flag. Congratulations, you earned it. Our entire graduating class has worked tremendously hard to be here today. In each of our unique ways, we have all overcome many challenges. For some of us, it was balancing schoolwork with a job or sports. For others, it was building new relationships with people and maintaining the ones they already had, as well as many other obstacles that life has thrown at us. I'd like to take a moment now to congratulate my fellow classmates. I think we all remember crossing between buildings every single day over 4 years. It didn't matter if there was rain, snow, wind, or sunny skies. We had to make it to our next class. I can't decide which was worse. A snowstorm where we had to keep our balance while not trying to slip on ice, with wind whipping snow into our eyes, or getting drenched in rain while fighting to hold onto our umbrellas without stepping into a knee-high puddle. Looking back though, those walks between buildings are where some of the best conversations happened. Whether it was complaining about a test we just took, stressing about assignment due next period, or just talking with friends. Those few minutes outside ended up creating a lot more memories than any of us probably realized at the time. I would like to add a special recognition to some teachers that helped me along the way. First and foremost, Mr. Barrasso, you're my day one. Thank you to all my health tech instructors, Ms. Schreiner, Ms. Arnold, Ms. Spina, and Ms. Petrillo. Also, thank you to my Skills USA advisors, Mrs. Belmont, Ms. Price, Ms. Houlihan, and Mr. Taylor. I'm sure most of you have noticed by now, I pronounce some words funny. I have had a speech impairment for as long as I can remember. I used to hide my voice from the world, and who have never thought I could be good at public speaking. This all changed last year when I competed in a Skills USA competition. I would like to thank Mr. McCush for helping me overcome my fear of public speaking, providing me a chance to share my voice with the world. The people around us help shape who we are. Personally, I would not be standing here today without the support of my family. They're probably sitting somewhere in the front row because I know my mom got here like 3 hours early. Thank you to my mom for always keeping me in line and supporting me unconditionally with everything. I also want to thank my dad for always taking care of us, and to my little brother for always making me laugh. My Nana for always being my biggest supporter and guiding me around my journey of becoming a CNA. My abuela and all my other grandparents for always believing in me. And my older brother for always answering the phone to help me with math and whenever else I needed help, like with writing the speech. None of us would be here without our families. Let's all give a round of applause to our families who are a big reason why we made it here today. My older brother always tells me to do better. So class of 2026, I urge you all to go out there and do your very best. Do better than your current self. Do better than the expectations set for us. Do better than the generations that came before us. Most of all, let's all do better for the road. Thank you, Ren Tech, for all the memories and friends I made along the way. Xavier, signing out.
Thank you, Xavier. At this time, I would like to present our class of 2026 president who will deliver the president's address. My dear friend since 8th grade, Kaylee Deschamps. Okay.
Good afternoon, faculty, staff, families, distinguished guests, and most importantly, the graduating seniors. For those who may not know me, my name is Kaylee Deschamps, and I am honored to serve as your class president. Standing here today, it is my utmost pleasure to welcome everyone to the class of 2026 graduation ceremony. Before I start this speech, I want to quickly shout out to the people who have made me the person I am today. Thank you to my beautiful mother who has never judged me and made me feel like I could talk to her about anything. To my father who has always supported me and loved me unconditionally no matter how many times I didn't listen to him when I should have. To the most caring person I've ever met, my grandma, who I aspire to be like when I grow up. To all three of my aunts and uncles, I thank you for loving me to the fullest and showing me what a family's love can do. Lastly, to my best friend Deanna, who I have known since kindergarten and never left my side and showed me what a best friend really is. I love you all and thank you for putting your faith in me. Now, when I first started thinking about this speech, I realized something. Our class shares one core memory that no other graduating class will ever fully understand. We went through basically our entire middle school years quarantined and separated from the world, which changed the way we learned, connected, and the way we grew up. I know we all remember the COVID days and how it started. To be 12 to 13, excited to hear the announcement in 6th grade stating that we had 2 weeks off of school. But 2 weeks suddenly turned into 2 years, and that's when the excitement of having a break faded and grew into despair and boredom. The mask and the hybrid schooling came next, and we wondered if life would ever feel normal again. But we made it. We made it here because we are resilient and adaptable. We deserve to give ourselves credit for that. Senior year wasn't easy or perfect. We all lost people along the way. Some friendships faded, while other friendships we never expected became stronger than ever. Through all the stressful nights, moments we doubted ourselves, times we felt overwhelmed trying to figure out our futures, and the senioritis that infected most of us, we kept going. And I don't know, I think that says a lot about who this class is. For me, one of the best parts of this journey was finding a family in my health tech shop. I came into Lynn with my mind set on health tech because my mom is a nurse assistant and I wanted to make her proud by following in her steps. My goals about pursuing health tech changed over time, and honestly, that scared me at first. But even with me pursuing something other than health tech, I found a group of people who I spent 7 hours a day for 5 days every other week that supported me, pushed me, laughed with me, and reminded me that I will always have a built-in friendship no matter where we end up because of Lynn Tech shops. Health Tech became more than just a shop. It became a second home. Speaking of memories, I know one thing we will forever be imprinted in our minds is the countless times we had to walk in the horrendous weather between buildings, which in my opinion should be considered as extra credit for every class. In the snow, rain, and strong freezing wind that felt like a tornado stirring up, somehow school was still open. But on the days that there was supposed to be a big snowstorm, there never was. Luckily for us, this year those snow days racked up like nothing else, and we didn't have to face the consequences. Great year to be a senior. But this afternoon isn't just about surviving, it's about recognizing how far we've come. Some of us are excited to leave this chapter behind, some feel relieved, and some feel nervous. And if we are being honest, I know that I, and probably a lot of you, feel a little bittersweet about leaving this whole experience behind. After spending years seeing the same faces in the hallways, classes, and crossing, it's strange knowing that we won't be seeing each other anymore.
But I think that's what makes tonight even more special. We are leaving as different people than when we started. Not the sixth graders who were just cruising through life and thought everything was sunshine and rainbows. Instead, we are leaving as stronger, more experienced people, people who learned how to adapt to life when life isn't going according to plan. Since I've been going on for far too long already and yapping up a storm, I want us to remember the feeling high school has given us. Not the stress or the sad feelings, but the feelings of classmates who became family. Teachers who believed and cared for us as if they were our parents, and the moments that seemed small at the time, but really ended up shaping who we are today. To the class of 2026, no matter where life takes us after today, I hope we all remember that we proved that we can handle change, challenges, and uncertainty. And if we made it through all that, who said we can't make it through life? Congratulations, class of 2026, we finally made it.
Thank you, Kaylee. At this time, I would like to introduce the valedictorian of the class of 2026, who will deliver the farewell address, Fong Tran.
Good afternoon, esteemed faculty, relieved parents, board siblings, and of course, the class of 2026. As we gather here today in this beautiful weather with our caps and gowns, we are united by one commonality, one that weaves beyond our creased gowns. For the past 4 years, we dared to choose our own destiny, to be students at Lynn Tech. But before we explore our high school years, let's look back even further. Before Tech, there was 2014, kindergarten. A time when Angry Birds glued fingers to our parents' screens. I remember in third grade, when slime and bottle flipping became the new hot commodity in the classroom, and the practice of trading Pokemon cards during recess became outlawed. By fifth grade, Fortnite took us all by storm. Our prospects of becoming pro and creating our own esports clan became a canon event for all of us. When we went to sixth grade, we all remember kids screaming in the hallway, "No school for 2 weeks." Little did we know it would last much, much longer. By seventh grade, we were focused on online learning. Our education was thrown into a cacophony of problems, from buffering connections to blank screens to noisy siblings. We saw it all. That was when, on a whim, I applied to Tech Discovery Program after constant insistence from my friend Cody McGuire. This decision forever changed the trajectory of my life. My time at the Discovery Program was an integral part of my development, one that has molded me into who I am today. Personally, when I stepped back into the classroom for the Discovery Program, it was a life-changing moment. It was no longer online learning, so figuratively and literally. It marked for the first time in a long time, my mask was off. Fear, humility, shame, and passion were no longer a conflict of interest, but instead a subject of acceptance, accepting who it was and what it meant to be me. Near the end of the school year, I remember nervously swiping my pants and tapping my knees while waiting to be called up for my Lynn Tech interview. Once I arrived, I firmly introduced myself to Miss Toomey and declared it was my dream to go to Tech. And what a dream it has been. Like many of you, my interest in coming to Tech was driven by its vocational and co-op opportunities, where our minds and hands could learn even more than equations and textbook passages. We desire to make a difference in this world by our own means, and that is what we are setting out to do. But we cannot forget one other element which makes Tech an ecosystem that fosters a community of innovators, trade makers, caretakers, educators, and trailblazers: the people. This is undeniably true because my success is not solely my own, but a culmination of the relationships I have built during my 5 years at Tech. From Alan Long's warm persistence to join La Vida, to Awan, Brandon, and Johan's bold statements of, "I'll see you at our game tonight." Mind you, I neither said yes nor no, but always mysteriously found myself in the bleachers of the gymnasium. I look back at these memories fondly because for a moment in time, we were not tethered to the concept of late assignments or grades, but rather the presence of each other's company. Moments like those satiate our souls with the depth of our desire to connect. When we reminisce about our memories at Tech, Our minds are filled with smiles, laughter, irritation from teachers grading 1 week before the quarter ends, lunchrooms being common ground for answers to tests, calluses in our hands telling stories of triumph, and the frequent use of one of our generation's favorite phrases, "We're so cooked." Our camaraderie, leadership, and acts of kindness are a quiet interlude that fertilizes the soil of our garden of memories, with each new interaction planting itself deeper within our psyche. Now these memories of warmth and sincerity blossom into who we all today, and the shade of our caps is an indicator of our blossom potential. Inhale the surreal moment of exhilaration, because we did it. Tonight, when we hang our caps and gowns, remember this: we are not bound by numbers on a sheet of paper, but the quality of our character. There's one last memory I'd like to share with all of you. It's a lesson I learned from my favorite teacher, Mr. Barrasso. I'll remember our late night emails where he was critiquing my papers, encouraging me to find my voice as a writer, and how he got to know me and I got to know him. One day, a couple of years ago, when everyone in class was talking about how successful they wanted to be, I remember Barrasso quoted the great Mr. Keating, saying, "Medicine, law, business, engineering, these are noble pursuits and necessary to sustain life. But poetry, beauty, romance, love, these are what we stay alive for." We are united by one commonality, as Lynn Tech alumni, yet it runs significantly deeper than that. We are thinkers, workers, dreamers, and academics. We are the ones who can change the world. So think big, dream so big it makes you nervous, and conquer the imagination within this reality. Take what was given to you and make the most of it. Turn words and ideas into reality. Advance knowledge, promote understanding, and serve society. With those words in mind, please remember this: never stop chasing your dreams, but chase those dreams with the people you love around you. Congratulations to the class of 2026.
Thank you, Fong. At this time, I would like to introduce our commencement speaker and honored guest, Mr. James Ridley. Mr. James Ridley has a long-standing relationship with Lynn Public Schools and Lynn Tech. Serving LPS for 34 years, he worked as a classroom teacher, assistant principal, and principal at Breed Middle School. He concluded his LPS career as the principal at LVTI, where he coined the well-known motto, "When you have a trade, you have it made." In addition to serving as principal at LVTI, Ridley coached football for 22 years as assistant coach. He also spent 18 years as an assistant basketball coach before ultimately becoming head coach. For the past 10 years and counting, Ridley has served as the assistant head of school at St. Mary's. His support of the city of Lynn continues in many ways. He served on the board of trustees for the North Shore Community College and the Boys and Girls Club. Currently, he sits on the board of directors for Gregg Neighborhood House and the Lynn Teachers Credit Union. He is also a member of the Lynn Tech Hall of Fame and a Lynn Tech Alumni Association. When he is not involved with the work throughout Lynn, he enjoys spending time with his beautiful wife, Anne, his 5 children, and his many wonderful grandchildren. Please join me in welcoming today's commencement speaker, Mr. James Ridley.
Well, thank you, Katie. And I want to thank Mr. Gallo and Mr. McCush for choosing me to be here today. I also want to welcome the distinguished guests, Mayor Nicholson, state legislators, city council members, school committee members, deputy superintendents, and especially my good friend, Superintendent Dr. Molly Cohen. And a very special welcome to the parents and family members of the graduates and to the teachers and staff of Lynn Tech, and especially welcome to you, the class of 2026. I was told when giving a speech to use the 3 B's: be good, be brief, and be seated. So I will follow that method today. I was fortunate enough to graduate from Lynn Trade, which is now called Lynn Tech. And even though I didn't follow my trade, I followed the life lessons that I learned here at Lynn Tech. Again, even though I didn't follow my trade, I followed the life lessons that I learned here at Lynn Tech. My journey brought me back to Tech wearing many different hats. As a football coach, a basketball coach, a principal, a Hall of Fame member, and a member of the Alumni Association, and now here today as your commencement speaker. To the class of 2026, when you have a trade, you have it made. Let me repeat that. When you have a trade, you have it made. Now I want you to repeat that. When you have a trade, you have it made. I could talk today about many life lessons, but I want to focus today on friendship. Friendship is one of the most beautiful gifts of life. Again, friendship is one of the most beautiful gifts of life. Who is your person? Who is your friend group? Who is the person you can rely on? Who is the person you can't wait to gossip with and who you want to share all the news with, good and bad? Who is the person that makes you feel stronger, happier, confident, and always allows you to be yourself? Who is that person who will always tell you the truth without hurting your feelings, and being kind and gentle and giving you space when you need it? A friend in need is a friend indeed. Friendships are never wavering. You move on. These are the people you want in your life. In the word friendship, F is for feelings. Your friend should want you to feel your feelings, get it all out in a safe space in a constructive way. Then move on and accept the things we cannot change. R in friendship is for respect. Your friend should always respect you as you respect them. The I in friendship stands for incredible. Your friend should be incredibly caring and kind to you as you are to them. In friendship, there is the word end, like Mr. Gallo, who is retiring at the end of the school year. Let's hear it from Mr. Gallo. But like Mr. Gallo, to you, the class of 2026, this is not the end, but the beginning of a new chapter in your life's journey, which your friends can witness to you and you to them. The ship in friendship is always sail forward. Forward, always forward. Be consistent in what you do. Honor your values. Be compassionate and kind. We need more kindness in this world. Initiate a random act of kindness daily. I strongly urge you to maintain the friendships you have made here at Lynn Tech and revisit those friendships often. Keep Lynn Tech close to you. Lynn Tech will always be a part of your journeys. Give back. Go to your class reunions. Join the Alumni Association and help give to the next generation of Lynn Tech students. Pay it forward. Because as I said, when you have a trade, you have it made. And in closing, I want to leave you with a chant that we used to sing before every football game when I was coaching here at Lynn Tech. It goes like this. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Lynn Tech Tigers on the go. Hold your head and hold it high. Lynn Tech Tigers riding by. Now I want you to stand up. Graduates, stand up, please. All the graduates, please stand up. Please stand up. Please stand up. Okay. And repeat after me. Graduates, repeat after me. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Lynn Tech Tigers on the go. Hold your head and hold it high. Lynn Tech Tigers riding by. Yeah. Congratulations to the class of 26. Good luck in all you do, and God bless each and every one of you.
Thank you, Mr. Ridley, for that wonderful words and encouraging message you shared with us. The class of 2026 would like to present with you this token of our appreciation for speaking today and all that you have offered to Lynn Public Schools.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Katie.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you can sit down now, folks. They're obedient. I would hire every one of them.
I would now like to ask Mr. Gallo to present the Harvard Book Award. Okay.
Thank you. The Harvard Book Award is a prestigious award given to one student from the junior class who has displayed tremendous achievement and academic excellence. This year, the Harvard Book Award will be given to #1 ranking student in the junior class, Christian Montenegro. Christian, please come up and receive this award. We would also like to recognize an outstanding student from the class of 2026 who has gone above and beyond any expectation imaginable by attending every single day of school from kindergarten through senior year without ever being tardy or dismissed. Now, if that doesn't deserve a round of applause, what does? This is an incredible accomplishment, and we would like to recognize Kayla Rivera. Kayla, would you come forward and accept this award in recognition of your unparalleled accomplishment? Congratulations.
This year's graduating class would be amiss if we didn't acknowledge the hard work of our class advisors. At this time, I would like to ask Mrs. Erin Perry and Mr. J.D. Perry to come forward. Mrs. Perry and Mr. Perry, thank you for all of the hard work and guidance you provided to help us get here today. On behalf of the class of 2026, we would like to present you with these tokens of our appreciation.
Thank you. To the incredible class of 2026. Looking out at all of you right now, my heart is just overflowing. As one of your teachers and class advisors, I've had the absolute privilege of watching you grow, stumble, get back up, and completely come to your own. We've shared many memories over the past 4 years, and some during your time as elementary students at Tracy School and Lincoln Thompson. We've shared endless inside jokes and triumphs big and small. You aren't just a group of students to me, you've become a family. Thank you for your kindness, your resilience, and for letting me be a part of your journey. As you step out into the world today, please remember that it can be loud and it can be messy. But you already possess everything you need to navigate it. Don't ever lose the empathy that defines this class. Lean into the things that make you unique. And remember that success isn't just about what you achieve, but how you lift others up along the way. Never forget how deeply capable you are and how much you are loved right here. Be bold, be kind to yourselves, and never forget where your home is. Congratulations, Lynn Tech seniors. You made it.
Thank you, Erin. Such heartfelt words that absolutely go to the core of what is all about this 2026 class, and I certainly agree with each and every word you said. Everyone here today in the graduating class, you have gotten here today through hard work, and that has happened since day one. Some of you in 8th grade. If you recall, from the very first class assembly in freshman year, I did say that this day would come quickly. Did it or did it not? Anyone? Here we are. and it is good. It is also very bittersweet. So please remember this. As you move forward in life, take advantage of all of your days by making good choices that work to your benefit, to the betterment of those you love, and for the hope and promise that we can continue to make our world a better place. Thank you and congratulations.
With all of the formalities out of the way, is everyone ready to cross the stage? Okay. Please give us a moment while we clear the stage and prepare for diplomas.
Yeah. Use Edwin Acevedo. Aymar Danalis Agramonte Andujar. Faith Akimbami. Tito Alas. Karen Saray Almario Galvez. Gabriel Alvarez. Brian Amaya Gonzalez. Ryan Anderson. Brandon Charles Antoine Jr. Leliani Aponte. Anieli Argueta Vázquez. Shaylee Arriaga Mauricio. Richard Arriaga Rodriguez. Mariana Arredondo Restrepo. Evelyn Arrivillaga Mérida. Isaac Ávila. Awan Ayuen Awan. Shaylin Iban Reyes. Alexander Baltodano. Ruben Bamaca. Alexander Barrera Robles. Diana Barrios. Edward Barrios Robles. Jonathan Barrios Robles. Andy Batista. John Davey Batista Céspedes. Hegmarie Borgos Rivera. Cassandra Bowden. Christopher Joffrey Boyd. Addison Christine Brown. Joshua Cabrera Diaz. Samuel Caraballo. Cindy Carvajal Santos. Marvin Carcamo Rodriguez. Narhali Cardenas. Santiago Cardosa Osorio. Liam Carmody. Catherine Castañón Hernández. Amaya Castillo. Jose Castillo Alvarez. Asmel Castillo La Antigua. Elmer Castillo Majano. Isabella Salona. Christian Centeno. Brenner Chavez Gomez. Jimmy Chavez Hernandez. Miguel Chavez Ramirez. William Chavez Rodriguez. Alejandra Chinchilla. Kimberly Chitic Lorenzo. Axel Chitic Martinez. Melanie Cruz. Rogeiris Cruz Santana. Ezequiel Cueto. Lismairi de Jesús Olgin. José de León. David de Oliveira. Anderson de León Crisóstomo. Yasmin Melissa de León González. Nicholas Danino. Emmanuel Duque Lopera. Elmer Durán Durán. Emma Irwin. David Escalona. Ayana Espinal. Angel Figueroa. Vanessa Figueroa Bonilla. Jamar Francis. Jayron Fuentes Macario. Cassidy Galdames Garcia. Vincent Gallo. Jacob Garcia. Jair Garcia Girón. Gabriela Garcia Guevara. Daniela Girón de León. Jaylee Gomez. Cillian Gomez Chavez. David Diaz. Franklin Gomez Esteban. Wagner Gomez Lopez. Jefferson Gomez Lopez. Daisy Gomez Perez. Carlos González Rodríguez. Valerie Guerrero Acosta. Nerchenly Guerrier. Valeria Guzmán. Isadora Guzmán Mérida. Bielman Guzmán Pérez. Devin Hadezak. Kamar Hamady. Alex Harris. Mercy Hernandez. Jasmine Hernandez Prudencio. Jaren Hernandez Hoyos. Oscar Herrera. Lisbelly Olguin. Dana Hurley. Amy Han. Abigail Iraeta. Alexandra Iraeta Lopez. Giovanni Jean. Jimenez. Oliver Jimenez. Casey Juarez. Abigail Caranja. Aldihana Carquelja. Elizabella King. Milov Laguerre. Anthony Landaverde. Leila Nave Lau. Alexis Larios Barrios. Jasleen Evelina Ledesma. Edward Lewis. Belveth Camila Lima Lopez. Alan Long. Jeremy Nixon Lopez. Juan Lopez. Nelson Lopez Chilel. Demario Interiano. Rafael López Esteban. Manfredo López Felix. Angie Giselle López Gómez. Anaí López Lares. Edilson López López. Ashley López Nolasco. Suseli López Ovalle. Zachary Lucas. Javier Luciano Liranzo. Aiden LaCurne. Cody McGuire. Justin Mariano de los Santos. Richard Leonardo Marroquín. Jonathan Marroquín Robles. Jennifer Martín Ramos. Leslie Martinez. Jenna Mason. Christopher Mata Guevara. Grace Maxey. Kayla McGregor. Robert McIntyre. Amaya Giselle McKinney. Ashley Tatiana Mendez. Daniela Estefany Mendez. Kayla Mendez. Danny Mendez de Leon. Haley Mendez Mendez. Rose Mendez Mendez. Efer Mendez Solis. Sharon Mérida de León. Lovely Rachel Mérida López. Samuel Massador. Kiara Miranda. Jose Miranda Santos. Yarek Montalbán. Ashanti Montalbán Cepeda. Leah Morales Vicioso. Kevin Argueta. Amy Muñoz Arias. Tom Mai. Colin McCoff. Colin Newhall. Angie Isabel Nice Lopez. Eric Ovalle Hernandez. Marlene Ovalle Hernandez. Meida Nolasco Lopez. Dylan Nordyke. Johnny Norris. Christian Nunez Cruz. Jonathan Nunez Monroy. Kevin Ordóñez Lujano. Ivan Ortega. Jefferson Ortiz. Rafael Ortiz de la Rosa. Esther Pacheco. Brian Valencia Sola. Dante Parsons. Yanciel Patricio Santo. Ethan Peña. Corey Townsend. Marcelo Pereira. Luis Ángel Pérez. Nicole Pérez Aguilar. Jessica Pérez López. Melina Pérez Quintanilla. Jariel Pérez Rodríguez. Daniela Perlera Vázquez. Eslyn Pivaral Gutiérrez. Johan Plaza. Justin Pojoy. Berlín Pojoy Guzmán. Bianca Pojoy Pojoy. Mike Prosper. Diana Liz Puello Feliz. Francisco Quinilla. Zahel Kutubzad. Dari Ramirez. Jaden Romero. Alan Recio Reyes. Anthony Reed. Cassandra Peña. Eddie Rivera. Catherine Rivera Romero. Kaylee Rivera Villanueva. Daniela Robles Bamaca. Yarelín Robles Bamaca. Joan Robles Barrios. Eddie Robles Mauricio. Ava Rodriguez. Joseph Rolando Rodríguez Díaz. Vivian Rodríguez Segura. Juliana Romero. Gionel Rowe. Jerson Sales Chan. Ethan Sanchez. Travis Sanchez. Eileen Sanchez Lopez. Denwin Sanchez Urena. Addison Sandoval Agustín. Isabella Saravia Hernández. Joseph Sauceda. Ricardo Severino Guzmán. Ethan Siv. Anaya Smallwood. Andrew Smith. Aziana Suan. Julian Solis Esteban. Samnang Sun. Diego Sorto. Marco Soto. Stephanie Soto Rodríguez. Pamela Sumali. Kyle Summers. Jason Tejada Vázquez. Eriliani Tejeda Matos. Yasmin Tema Guzman. Davion Thompson. John Torres Fernandez. Carla Turcios Figueroa. Anthony Vega. Isabella Walcott. Kian Whalen. Melina Williams. Jocelyn Wise. Max Young. Anthony Jair Zavala Erazo. Paul Generoso Jr. Ashanti Hernandez. Rosie Ovalle. Ledwin Cabrera Garcia. Liz López Bueno. Ashley Pérez López. Jack Tremblay. Samuel Gaston. Christian Lopez Chavez. Saúl Maldonado Santiago. Riley Millett. Lilo Montelui. Cedric Paul. Kaylee DeChamps. Zahara Belizaire. Angelica Sofia Santini Rolón. Katie Tartarini. Kayla Verónica Rivera Melara. Amy Carolina Troncoso Brito. Alex Xavier Saldana. Fong Tran.
Before we recess, we're going to ask the graduates to hold on to their caps because we are going to leave as a group and gather under the field goal posts in the end zone on the other time. First, will all the graduates please rise? Move your tassel from right to left. And it is my distinct pleasure to officially declare this class graduated. Congratulations.